What's up, everybody? Welcome to Cornhole Gear Talk, presented by West Georgia Cornhole and Titan Bags. I'm your host, Ben. I'm here with my co-host, Josh.
Howdy, howdy.
And Kendall.
What's going on, everyone?
And we have a fun special guest with us today, Mr. Brandon Greba.
Hello, folks.
And today we wanted to do just a quick little recap to talk about something very exciting coming up very soon, and that is our Baggin Bash Cornhole tournament that we do every year. So we've got a few things that we want to cover just in case you guys didn't know about the tournament itself or know about some of the details. So first, we've got Baggin Bash coming up. Kaylin, if you want to throw that flyer up for us on the screen, that way you can just see a little bit of the details. We got $15,000 in payouts across the tournament, and it is going to be on the 25th and 26th of this month, which is Memorial Day weekend. And so, Josh, if you could explain to everybody, if they haven't registered, how did they get involved? How do they get signed up to play at Baggin Bash?
Absolutely. So I would say if you want to get registered, if you want to get involved, for Baggin Bash, you have about three options. Primary one, you can go to westgeorgiacornhole.com, and there's a section for Baggin Bash by itself, whether you want to get involved as a sponsor. This Friday is going to be our last day that we are taking on sponsors. But also if you want to get registered for doubles or singles, both of those are in there as well. That'll take you over to Scoreholio. You will need a Scoreholio account to be registered for this tournament, and you'll be needing your phone and the Scoreholio app while you're there. But then also if you want to find us on our social medias, we have direct links to those Scoreholio sign-up pages as well in the event for Baggin Bash 24. That's probably going to be the main direction for if you're wanting to get signed up and get registered.
Heck yeah. So, yeah, just head on over to westgeorgiacornhole.com, and like Josh mentioned, we have that section at the top, the main menu that says Baggin Bash. There's all kinds of other details in there that you guys can go check out about the tournament itself, survival guide, all that good stuff. So you know everything there is to know about the tournament. Also, you know, I was just thinking back to some of the other Baggin Bash events that we've done in the past. The first two that we did inside our warehouse. Mm-hmm. And boy, that was crazy. We had to move our entire production floor out of the way. So moving all the machines and the shelves and all of our inventory all over the place just to clear out enough space for everybody to play. And we quickly found out that in just 2 years, the tournament outgrew what we could do inside this facility. So last year, we moved it to a place called the Oak Mountain Pavilion in Carrollton, Georgia. And we're going to do it in the same place again this year. I mean, it's really just one of the most perfect venues for cornhole. It's covered, but it also has open walls, so you can have that outside feel without the scare of rain and stuff like that. So it was awesome. You got good shade throughout the facility, great bathrooms, great location too. You know, it's right down the road from everything, but it's still secluded enough to feel like you've got your own thing going on. Lots of space. But yeah, so let's talk a little bit about how the tournament is going to work, what the details are about, like rounders, tiers, all that kind of stuff. So Brandon, if you want to take that away and fill us in a little bit on how all that's going to work.
Yeah, can you hear me, Kaylin? So I guess we kind of forgot to mention there's still spots available for Friday. Friday's our blind draw. The blind draw will be held here at West Georgia Cornhole, what we call the Hideaway. And that's limited number of people. We limit it to 100 players just for space requirements. That also includes all you can drink, so we'll have beer and wine, and it also includes a catered dinner. So it's a pretty good deal for $100, and we're paying out $5,000 first, second, and third. So
that was so much fun last year. The big
check.
That for anybody who's like on the fence about it, I'm gonna tell you right now, just go ahead and do it. It is so much fun. Like, even like there was, I don't know how many pros were there last year.
I mean, I think over 60 something, over 70 of them were just all pros.
Yeah, I mean, everybody else was super good, and it was just such a fun time. Like, end of the night, we had everybody gathered around for the championship. That was a good time too.
We turn the lights off and break out the
spotlights
and kind of make a little mini stage. So
yeah,
it's a pretty cool, intimate vibe going on. And so yeah,
Intimate,
very intimate.
So yeah, if you're on the fence, I highly encourage you to just go ahead and bite the bullet and go for it. It is.
If you're going to be in town Friday, flying in or coming in, you might as well come by. And it's still open, so we've got a few spots left as of today. So that will probably sell out by next Friday. So I would, if you want to get it now.
Yeah, and just like the other things, you can register for the blind draw the same way as the other stuff through westgeorgiacornhole.com.
Yep.
Click on Baggin Bash up at the top and go to that. So let's talk about what's happening on Saturday.
So Saturday is going to be our main event. That's going to be doubles. We're doing rounders, so we'll do 6 rounds. And as you progress through your rounds, you're playing people with like records. So, if you win your first match, you'll play somebody that won their first match in the second round and so forth. So, if you're on the fence about coming out thinking there's going to be a bunch of good players and pros and stuff, it kind of weighs itself out as you go throughout the day. So, you're playing people with your skill level as you get, third, fourth, fifth, sixth round. And so once we get done with the 6 rounds, we take the field and we put it in by your record. So just for simple math, say there's 99 teams. We'll take the top 33, put them in tier 1, middle, put them in tier 2, and the bottom, put them in tier 3. So then once you establish your brackets, then we'll play a double elimination tournament after that to find your places and stuff. And then we do the payouts based off that. And you can go over to our Facebook page, and we have a graphic that shows all the payouts and how deep we're paying through each of the tiers and stuff like that. So,
yeah.
And then, so that covers Saturday. Sign-in starts at 8, and then we'll start flying bags at 9, do some announcements and stuff. So as close to 9 as we can. And then Sunday is singles, same time, 8, 9. And singles, I think we're doing 4 rounds.
Yeah.
So 4 rounds, same concept. And then after we finish the 4 rounds, we'll split that into 2 tiers. So singles will be 2 tiers. So that pretty much rounds out the weekend: blind draw, doubles, and then singles. Yep.
And, just like a lot of other events like this, we have sponsors for the event, and it's always just a cliche thing to throw in, say thanks to the sponsors, whatever. But in all, being as genuine as we possibly can, we can't have this event without having sponsors. And so it really is a huge deal that we're able to partner with people in our local community and people from outside of our local community to come together and put this thing on. So Brandon, let's just say a big thank you to the people who have helped support us in this.
Yeah, I mean, it's a large event for us, and those have put on tournaments in the past can attest to it, that there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes that, cost money and things to make it operate smoothly, and just, the investment and stuff that it takes. So a lot of these sponsors that we got, we'll call them out here in a second, but, they help raise that initial funding to be able to start all the logistics and all the things that happen. We start doing stuff, back in January, just to get the ball rolling on stuff. So to make sure it's a good event for everybody and, a good experience. So, we have a couple different tiers of sponsors that kind of meet different budget levels, however you want to be involved. So some of our silver sponsors, Allison Key with Key Farms. They're a local farm that has a storefront there in Carrollton that sells meats and a bunch of mercantile type stuff. Lynn Greba, who's my mom, she's a real estate agent with Berkshire Hathaway Properties. Melissa Singletary with Wayne Davis Concrete. Kristen Sims with United Community Bank. They're also in Carrollton. And we got Chris Cook coming with the Jersey Guy, rounds out silver. Then our next package is gold sponsors. We got Eric Gibbs, who just opened up Elite Detailing. They're in Carrollton. He just opened up a spot actually last week. So he's got his own little shop now. Josh Harper with Harper Electric. He's our go-to electrician around here. He's been working with us for, 8 or 9 years.
Forever.
Yeah.
So definitely reliable electrician. Does a lot of commercial type stuff. We got Trey Ellsbury with Ellsbury Grading and Landscaping. He's pretty boomed up here in the past 2 years with grading and landscaping and sod and all kinds of stuff. So it's a pretty good dude. He also plays cornhole. He's not that good anymore, but
Yeah, business
That's 'cause he's
took off
focusing.
as
Yeah.
cornhole went down.
He's focusing on all of his work now. So
yeah. We got Southern Ridge Home and Development, a home builder. We got Smash My Trash Atlanta that does. Was hoping he's going to be able to come out with his truck. It's a pretty cool thing, but he actually takes, our trash containers out there, and it's a big machine that comes out and smashes the trash down. Because if you can imagine, we have a lot of wood and plywood debris that goes in there that takes up a lot of space. And when he came along with this solution, it pretty much compacts and shreds up all that stuff to fill in all the voids, and we're able to get 2 or 3 loads out of it before we have to dump it. So it's a pretty good service. We got Hub International, they're local here. We got RBM, who does a lot of our what does Brett do? A lot of our
like financial
retirement,
management.
financial planning and stuff for a lot of the guys here. That rounds out gold. Our next one's platinum. We got ADE Builders, Central Pipe Supply, Scott Evans Nissan. I think they're going to bring out some pretty sweet vehicles this year, like they did last year. We got Mr. K with Highway 5 Animal Hospital.
It's Dr. K.
Dr. K, sure, yep. High Stakes Creative with Katie and Matt Matthews. Where are they at? Kennesaw, Marietta, somewhere. They own a sign shop. And also Katie's a pretty good thrower as well. Platinum, we got Jim's Transmission, Angie Lofton, Century 21, another real estate agent, Thundercock Cornhole, Carrollton HVAC, who also does a lot of work around here for us.
Some good folks there.
Yep. We got Waymaker Construction Group. We got Home Comfort Specialist, Next Gen HVAC. We got 121 Collision. It's a new body shop there in Carrollton. And then finally, our premier sponsor, which came in clutch this year for us, United Rentals. So United Rentals, we've done business with them in the past on different machine rentals and things for Baggin Bash and stuff we've had to have around here. So Keith Fuller with United Rentals out of Rome, Georgia, come in clutch with the platinum sponsor. So definitely a shout out to Keith for that. So you'll see a lot of his stuff around Baggin Bash and logos and stuff like that. So, but that rounds out our sponsorship. Again, today's Thursday. We're recording. I don't know when this is going to post, but tomorrow, Friday, the 17th. 17th will be the final call for sponsors. So, again, all those packages are on the Baggin Bash main menu there. You can go there and look. There's a listing for the sponsorships, and you can see all the packages and what you get. So support these folks. They're the ones that help this. So look them up, shake their hands if they're out there this weekend. We'll give them another shout out and stuff, and it's gonna be a fun weekend.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and speaking of fun weekend, of course we saved this for the very end of everything, but let's talk about drinks. So we've got BYOB. There's nothing more that I hate than going to an event and then having to pay, $67 for a single drink.
Yeah, and
So
they don't
rough.
let you bring your own at the same time.
Yeah. And so it's BYOB. So bring your own beverages, if you want to have Coca-Cola, whatever, you can do that too. But, bring your own beer, that sort of situation. And another fun thing to have some good fun while we're out here. This is a kid-friendly event as well. We are going to have a kid zone out there. So, don't think that you can't bring your kids with you and you can't come just because you've got the kids with you, that sort of deal. So we're going to have some fun activities for the kids to do out there as well.
A couple big bouncy houses, slide type things. So
That's Brandon's favorite. He's going to be really involved in the bouncy
a
house.
few beers, we might try to do
I was
something.
about to say, I'll be over there.
Yeah. So, we're really excited about Baggin Bash. There's, a lot of good payouts, a lot of good opportunities. We had some incredible throwers last year, saw some incredible comebacks, amazing shots. Just super excited to see what we get this year. If you are going to be at Baggin Bash, drop us a comment down below. We'd love to see who's going to be showing up on this roll call.
Well, not to mention, even if you're not playing, at least, come out and just watch, man. A lot of people came out last year, just drove by the road and came down. We're like, holy crap, I didn't realize this is even a thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
as far as how many people come from across the country and are there throwing. It was just, it's amazing to see the reaction on their faces, when they see an event like this and how well it's put on and stuff. So, yeah, come by. We've got food trucks that'll be there all day. Come grab a burger, a taco. I think we're working on a pizza truck. So
We'll have some barbecue as well.
Yep, barbecue. So yeah, just come out. We'll have some music playing. We'll have the kids zone. We're also having vendors this year. We didn't have vendors last year, so like 10 or 11 different vendors.
Yeah, so we have them, and then a few of the sponsors are also setting up tents as well. So I think in total you'll have around 16 different booths that you'll be able to go up and kind of see what they're doing, ranging from different designs, tumblers, candles, jams, and stuff like that. Just kind of pretty widespread.
Yeah, we didn't do it last year. We were kind of on the fence about it with the spacing and stuff like that. So we decided to do it this year just to bring a little extra, stuff or to bring people out and things like that. So come spend some money with those folks, and a lot of them are local as well. So like that, we'll have food trucks, the vendors, the music, the kids zone. If you want to play, we are. If you're on the fence too, we are doing day of sign up. So you just got to be there between 8 and 9. So if it's a last minute thing, both days, Saturday, Sunday, still come on out. We'll get you signed up. As long as you're there before 9 o'clock.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, so that's pretty much all that we've got to cover about Baggin Bash. I mean, do you have anything else you want to say?
I was just gonna say, if you're not able to make it, if for some reason you've got plans on Memorial Day weekend, we will be live streaming and broadcasting the whole thing. Be sure to tune in to both Titan Bags and West Georgia. Will get you in that right direction. So we should have everything going throughout the weekend.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a few more things, I guess. Josh will be putting out a survival guide too. It'll kind of go over a lot of this stuff. That'll come out next day or so. So check that out. It'll have the menus. It'll have just some generic timelines of things. But also, bring tents and chairs are welcome. A lot of folks brought tents out there and set them off on the side of the pavilion, so that was pretty cool. Had their little groups and clubs and stuff, so that was awesome to see.
Yeah, don't forget those.
So tents and chairs. We also have some table rentals too. That's underneath the Baggin Bash. So if you want a reserved table that we'll put your name on, go ahead and rent that. You can do that for each day or both days. That'll get you a table where you don't have to worry about bringing nothing in. If you're flying in, you don't got to go buy nothing. We'll have our merch booth out there. We'll be selling bags and some wood products. We'll have some specialty Baggin Bash bags, top 5 or 6 selling bags. So get those. Those will be first come, first serve. Wally's coming in. Wally Castle with K9. He's going to help with the broadcast. Yep. So that's going to be awesome. Jam up with him being there. He's the voice there. No offense to Donnie.
I was going to say, stealing taking the crown
the
from
real
Donnie.
voice.
Oh man, that's hurtful.
And then Chris Cook will be out with his booth. He's with the jersey guy, so we'll have the official jerseys out there. I think we made a post with that, didn't we?
Yep.
So yeah, we got that design going. So those will be first come, first serve. I think he usually brings 75 to 100 jerseys or something. So. And then we'll have a light concession stand, so it's soft drinks and chips and light snacks and stuff.
Yeah, we'll rock and roll. Well, that's about all that we've got to say about Baggin Bash. Just a few things real quick. Number one, obviously, if you have watched the podcast in the past, this looks a lot different. We have some big changes coming. Next episode, we have some fairly large announcements to make in regards to the podcast. We are moving in a direction that I think everybody's really going to enjoy. Some pretty fun, entertaining things to talk about coming up here soon. So be sure to stay tuned. If you are not subscribed to us on YouTube, go ahead and do that and hit that follow button on Spotify as well. And with no further ado, we will see you next time.
See you Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah. Come to Baggin Bash. See you there in person.
Yep.